Hello, welcome back to the next tutorial. Today you can see J-file chooser. I'll show you how the J-file chooser works. So this is a static code here. So it's not static, it's like I've just made a class, just made a Java class with the main method, and I'm just using a swing component to start. So I'll just run and show you first, then I'll explain. This is the J file chooser here. So if I select a file like the Photoshop shortcut.link, so in the output screen it gives me the name of the file selected, its location, and its full link. That is the file name Photoshop shortcut.link, the location where it is situated, like the desktop here which I used, and the whole link. So I made a public static string of absolute path, name, and the parent. This is the parent link, this is the name, and this is the absolute path. So we'll just write J file chooser, we'll import swing javax.swing.j file chooser, or just use star. We'll just go ahead and you know make an object of a J file chooser which is file dialog, and this line which I have commented is directory only. If you use this, it will be something like this. It will only show you the directory in my desktop. See, this is my desktop and it's only showing me the directory here. So if you want to view all your files, then just don't write this line. So this is my desktop and whole and everything into my desktop. So, and the file chooser option to show the dialog box, which is right now null, and this is the file I'm using and storing the file which I have selected into my object file. So I have already imported io.file. This is the absolute path string here, string name parent, which I have used. So the scene is we are using this file object to get the absolute path, name to get the name of the file which I have selected, and to get the parent path. So let's run it again. Home, Photoshop, and here we go. Absolute path, the name, and the parent link or parent path. So this is all for today, and you can use this for, you know, if like we want to use in to place just yeah, I have a icon here. If you want to place an icon, so you can just give a button like this and just copy this code. We need this, so just paste it here, just copy the code and just paste, import. And if you want to set text or uh, basically setting an icon, so we can just use this code, which is icon, and given an object icon image icon, and we'll just get the path, the resource, and here's the path. And so for the path we are going to use the absolute path, and we're gonna set it. So let's try. Okay, we're gonna take a text field now. Just name it. I gave it ID or name to path, and I have renamed my button here. This was the code we did. This is the code from here. So what we are going to use it if we want to have an image in JLabel by using, or basically by selecting a file. So what can we do is we're going to use buffered image. Buffered image, its object equal to null, and then we're gonna make a try catch log, which xsys system.out.print a try catch log. We're gonna say pick is equal to image io. We're gonna import that to dot read file. It automatically checks a file here, dot read file, and then we're gonna go ahead and set the icon. So the name of a label here is icon, so it says icon dot set image icon. It says icon here, so we're gonna change it to pick. Oh, wait a second. And here we're gonna write a new image icon, and we'll take this pick and place it there. So here we go, and we're gonna set the text of a text box in case you need it. Dot set text to absolute path, or the name, or anything you want to set it with. That's your wish. Let's run our project. Go to tab, select file. I'll select a PNG. Here we go, a PNG file. And if you want to select a JPEG file, then I'll show you one. The JPEG file is also supported. Here's the JPG file, and here we go. The JPEG file is also supported, but I have to resize it. To resize its image if you want to. So for resizing, we can use something like image. And so let's make a. So let's make a. I'm gonna make a method here. Say public image resize with image object name integer, which is width, height, we go need buffered image equal to new buffered reader image. Now we're gonna need some parameters like width, height, and image type. So width, height, and image type will be buffered image dot type RGB. We're gonna use type RGB semicolon. We're gonna return this image for now, and let's write graphic 2D graphic equal to we're gonna take this dot create graphics g2 dot basically gra dot we're gonna use hint. So what's the hint? So we're gonna use set rendering hint. So rendering hint will be dot hints dot key underscore interpolation, and again rendering hints dot value underscore interpolation bingular. So we're gonna now draw the image. So let's say draw image with image width, height, and this should be null, and we're gonna add 0 comma 0 comma here, and now we're gonna dispose dot dispose graphic 2D, and we are returning buffered image here. So buffered image, no, we gonna take a method, this method, and the parameters are image, the width and the height. So over here we're gonna set and the image. So we're gonna take our method name, which is resize image, and paste it in here. Control space with the image. Our image is pic. The width should be icon dot get width, icon dot get height. So okay, so this buffer image should be, wait a sec, so let's run it. I'm gonna select the same file which was bigger enough. Here we go, a scaled image. So I'm gonna show you as another image too. So it's coming black. mm, okay then, I'll go to documents, netbeans. Here we go, a scaled image. So I'm gonna upload this code here. So beware, there's this image which you see, we have many images. So iText, if you are using iText on the same form, so you are going to face a problem. You have to remove the iText image extension and have to use this, the AWT image. You have to import the AWT image to resize your icon, basically resize your image. This is the code, I'm gonna upload it. So in the next tutorial I'm gonna show you how you can use panels, like for example I'm gonna put a panel here, and in a panel here I'm gonna rename this panel to output. I'm gonna take two buttons and say panel 1 and panel 2. So when I click this button panel 1, I'm gonna make some panel forms that say panel 1 and panel 2. These two panels, which are labeled panel 1 and panel 2. So I'm gonna show these two panels when we click on this two buttons inside output panel here. So this can be useful for your projects. So if you want to show different panels, like you have tons of panels here and there is only one frame like this, only one GUI frame, and you want to just replace the panel here to the output panel just by clicking some buttons, you can do that. It is obviously possible. So in the next tutorial I'll show you that how to call a panel inside from this button here, basically add a panel to your output panel here, to this output panel. So now let's, I'll meet you on the next tutorial tomorrow.